Beneath the Gulf's calm blue surface lies a world of lost treasure fleets. Underwater sinkholes deeper than skyscrapers, lakes beneath the sea, glowing waters, drowned ancient landscapes, and creatures from the deep that barely seem real. This isn't just another body of water, it's one of the most mysterious places on Earth, where history, science, and the unknown collide. Here are 37 astonishing secrets hiding in the Gulf. The treasure fleets that never made it home. For centuries, Spanish treasure ships crossed these waters carrying gold, silver, emeralds, and priceless cargo from the Americas. Many never arrived. Hurricanes, reefs, and violent storms turned the Gulf into a watery graveyard. Entire fleets disappeared beneath the waves, taking unimaginable fortunes with them. And sometimes, the Gulf gives pieces back. After major storms, centuries-old coins have washed onto beaches like messages from another era. If treasure can sleep down there for hundreds of years, what else is waiting? A ship graveyard beneath the waves. The Gulf floor is scattered with wrecks, merchant ships, fishing vessels, military craft, storm casualties, forgotten losses. Some are mapped, many are not. Each wreck is a time capsule, frozen in darkness, slowly being consumed by the sea. Divers exploring these waters often encounter relics no living person has seen before. The Gulf doesn't simply hide history, it preserves it. Bottomless blue holes. Scattered across parts of the Gulf are strange vertical sinkholes known as blue holes. Dark circles in the seafloor, silent, still, and unnervingly deep. Some plunge hundreds of feet downward into ancient limestone. Scientists exploring them have found unusual chemistry, strange microbial life, and sediment layers preserving environmental history from thousands of years ago. They feel less like geological formations and more like portals into another world. Underwater caves. Few humans have ever seen. Beneath Gulf-connected limestone regions lies a flooded labyrinth, submerged tunnels, ancient cave systems, passages stretching for miles. Some remain largely unexplored, not because nobody wants to enter, but because entering can be fatal. Total darkness, zero visibility, tight passages, no direct route to the surface. One wrong decision can mean never coming back. Entire hidden worlds exist beneath this region, and most people will never see them. There are lakes beneath the sea. This sounds impossible, but it's real. Deep in parts of the Gulf, dense, super salty brine pools form underwater lakes, complete with visible shorelines and rippling surfaces. A lake inside the ocean. These toxic pools are so hostile that many creatures entering them die almost instantly. And yet, some bizarre organisms have adapted to survive nearby. It looks like something from an alien planet, but it exists right here on Earth. The Dead Zone. Every summer, a massive, low-oxygen region forms in the Gulf, an underwater wasteland where many marine creatures cannot survive. Fish flee, bottom-dwelling animals suffocate, entire ecosystems temporarily collapse. This dead zone can grow to thousands of square miles, and from above, the water often looks completely normal. That may be the most unsettling part of all. The water can glow in the dark. In certain Gulf waters, the ocean can light up at night. Not metaphorically, literally. Tiny bioluminescent organisms flash when disturbed, turning movement into glowing streaks of blue fire. A paddle stroke can ignite the darkness. A fish swimming below can leave a glowing trail. It feels supernatural, but it's entirely real. Rivers that simply disappear. Some waterways connected to the Gulf do something deeply strange. They vanish. Water flows normally across the surface, then suddenly disappears underground through limestone openings, only to reappear miles away. Entire hidden plumbing systems move water through darkness beneath the land. The Gulf's mysteries don't begin at the shoreline. They start underground. Freshwater can erupt underwater. Imagine diving in the ocean and passing through a river. In parts of the Gulf ecosystem, freshwater springs emerge underwater, creating bizarre chemical boundaries where fresh and salt water collide, invisible borders, distorted visibility, unexpected currents. It's a hidden phenomenon few people ever witness. The ocean isn't always what it appears to be. The seafloor leaks methane. In some areas, gases seep naturally from beneath the Gulf floor. Methane rises through cracks in the seabed, feeding strange ecosystems that don't rely on sunlight. Instead, life here survives on chemistry, bacteria, tube worms, creatures adapted to an environment that feels almost extraterrestrial, an ecosystem powered not by the sun, but by the Earth itself. Campeche Knolls, the alien seafloor. Deep in the southern Gulf lies one of the strangest places in the ocean, the Campeche Knolls, a bizarre underwater landscape shaped by hydrocarbon seeps, strange geology, and chemical activity from deep beneath the earth. Dark mounds, toxic pools, alien-looking terrain. Some areas resemble another planet more than an ocean floor. It's one of the Gulf's least familiar and most unsettling hidden worlds. Underwater asphalt volcanoes exist here. Yes, asphalt volcanoes. In parts of the Gulf, thick petroleum-like material naturally seeps upward, creating bizarre formations on the seafloor. Dark, sticky, alien-looking. Some resemble frozen eruptions from another planet. These strange geological features remind us how active and strange the world beneath the Gulf truly is. Some of the ocean's most efficient predators hunt here. The Gulf is predator territory. Hammerheads, tiger sharks, blacktips, spinner sharks, bull sharks. Entire hunting networks move beneath these waters. Most beachgoers imagine open blue emptiness, but below them, ancient predators patrol migration routes that have existed for millennia. And this is only the beginning. The ancient supervolcano that changed the Gulf forever. Millions of years ago, the Gulf region was shaped by catastrophic geological violence. One of the most dramatic examples lies beneath Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, the scar of the Chicxulub impact, the event linked to the extinction of the dinosaurs. While not a traditional volcano, the impact triggered enormous geological upheaval, heat, shockwaves, and global devastation that reshaped life on Earth. The Gulf we know today exists partly because of ancient cataclysm on an unimaginable scale, which means beneath these waters lies the legacy of one of the deadliest events in Earth's history. Sharks that enter freshwater. Most sharks stay in salt water. Bull sharks do not. These powerful predators can survive in freshwater and have traveled far inland through river systems connected to the Gulf. That means a creature most people associate with open ocean can sometimes appear where absolutely nobody expects it. Ancient predators crossing invisible boundaries between worlds. Giants move through these waters. The Gulf is one of the few places in the world where endangered sperm whales live year-round. Massive, deep-diving hunters. Some grow longer than a school bus. They can dive thousands of feet into darkness where sunlight never reaches. And what exactly are they hunting down there? That's where things get stranger. Could giant squid be down there too?
Sperm whales are famous for battling giant squid in the deep ocean, and since sperm whales hunt in Gulf depths, it raises an unsettling question. What exactly lives far below them? Much of the deep Gulf remains difficult to study, so while strange creatures are confirmed, the full cast of deep water life remains largely hidden, which makes the imagination work overtime. Creatures that look alien. The deeper you go, the stranger life becomes. Transparent predators, bioluminescent hunters, needle-like teeth, oversized jaws, bodies adapted to crushing pressure and eternal darkness. Some look less like Earth animals and more like something imagined for science fiction, and yet they're real, swimming beneath the Gulf right now. Massive stingray migrations. At certain times of year, huge groups of rays move through Gulf waters, sometimes hundreds, sometimes far more. From above, they appear as moving shadows beneath the surface, graceful, silent, almost hypnotic, until you realize you're watching an entire underwater migration passing below. World War II ship graveyards. The Gulf still hides wrecks from World War II, tankers, cargo ships, merchant vessels. Some were sunk by German submarines, others vanished in wartime chaos. Many now rest in darkness, slowly becoming artificial reefs. History doesn't disappear here, it sinks and waits. German U-boats in the Gulf. Most Americans imagine World War II happening in Europe or the Pacific, but enemy submarines hunted much closer to home. In the Gulf, German U-boats stalked merchant ships just off the American coast. Tankers exploded, cargo vessels vanished. Survivors were left drifting in burning water. For coastal communities, the war wasn't distant. It was offshore, and beneath the Gulf today, some of those wrecks still remain. Silent reminders that even these waters once became a battlefield. Ancient civilizations thrived here. Long before modern ports, highways, or resort towns, the Gulf supported powerful civilizations. The Maya, the Calusa, Mississippian societies. Complex trade networks connected vast regions. Shell-built settlements rose near the coast. Food came from fertile estuaries and rich fisheries. This was never empty wilderness. It was a thriving human world, and much of it is still hidden beneath time. Pirate legends still linger. Where treasure moves, pirates follow. For centuries, these waters carried wealth. That made them irresistible. Stories of ambushes, smuggling routes, hidden anchorages, and stolen fortunes became part of Gulf lore. Some stories are exaggerations, others may be closer to truth than people realize. Because when so many wrecks remain undiscovered, who can say what was really lost? A drowned prehistoric world lies below. Thousands of years ago, sea levels were dramatically lower. Huge areas now underwater were once dry land. Animals crossed them. Humans may have lived there. Entire landscapes disappeared beneath rising seas, which means the modern Gulf may be covering ancient campsites, migration paths, fossil grounds, even forgotten human history. Lost settlements may still be waiting. If ancient coastlines now lie underwater, what went down with them? Habitations? Tools? Burial sites? Trade routes? As underwater archaeology improves, submerged discoveries continue to challenge assumptions, and the possibility remains that some remarkable finds still haven't been made. The Gulf creates monster storms. Warm water is fuel, and the Gulf stores enormous amounts of it. That means storms entering these waters can intensify with terrifying speed. A manageable system can become catastrophic, shockingly fast. Entire coastlines have learned to fear that transformation. The Gulf doesn't simply experience hurricanes, it helps create them.
Dust from another continent shapes this region. Every year, vast clouds of dust rise from the Sahara Desert. They cross the Atlantic, and some reach the Gulf. Think about that. Particles from Africa drifting over American waters, altering skies, affecting air quality, and even influencing storm development. The sunsets can become surreal. The scale feels almost impossible, but it happens every single year. Sometimes the water turns black. After major storms or ecological disruptions, parts of the Gulf can transform into something unsettling. Dark water stretching for miles, reduced visibility, dead marine life, altered ecosystems. The bright tropical image people associate with the Gulf can vanish almost overnight, paradise becoming something far stranger. Entire coastlines are disappearing. In some Gulf regions, land is being lost at an alarming pace. Wetlands erode, barrier islands shrink, storms accelerate destruction, salt water pushes inland. Entire landscapes slowly vanish. Places people once knew simply stop existing. The map is constantly being rewritten. Islands here actually move. Some Gulf barrier islands aren't fixed. Storms push them, currents reshape them, wind redistributes sand. Over time, entire stretches of land migrate, shorelines disappear, new ones form. Imagine trying to build permanence in a place that refuses to stay still. The ground can open without warning. Not all danger comes from the sea. In limestone-rich regions tied to the Gulf ecosystem, the Earth itself can collapse. A normal neighborhood, a driveway, a backyard, and then suddenly, a crater. Because underground, water is constantly dissolving rock, creating emptiness where solid ground should be. Forests are dying, standing up. Along parts of the Gulf Coast, strange skeletal forests rise from marshland. White trunks, no leaves, frozen in silence. These ghost forests form when salt water slowly kills living trees from the roots upward. The result looks apocalyptic, a forest that died where it stood, and they're becoming more common. Flower garden banks, a hidden underwater city. When most people picture the Gulf, they don't imagine coral kingdoms. But hidden beneath the surface lies one of America's most extraordinary reef systems. The Flower Garden banks are bursting with coral, tropical fish, sea turtles, sharks, and vibrant marine life. An underwater city thriving in a place many assume is empty open water, bright, colourful, alive. Proof that even in one of the Gulf's harshest environments, astonishing beauty survives. DeSoto Canyon. The Gulf floor is far from flat. Hidden beneath the surface lies DeSoto Canyon, a massive underwater trench carved into the seafloor like a submerged Grand Canyon. Steep underwater walls plunge into darkness. Powerful currents move through its depths. Predators patrol its edges. And far below, ecosystems exist that most people will never see. It's a hidden landscape of cliffs, shadows, and mystery, buried beneath what looks like ordinary ocean. Huge parts of the Gulf remain poorly explored. Despite satellites, sonar, submersibles, modern science, large portions of the Gulf's deeper environments remain surprisingly underexplored, meaning shipwrecks, ecosystems, geological formations, and discoveries may still be waiting. That uncertainty is what makes the Gulf so compelling, because mystery survives where knowledge ends. When a whale dies, a new world begins. In the deep ocean, even death creates life. When a whale's body sinks into the Gulf's darkness, it becomes something extraordinary.
a whale fall. Its remains can feed entire ecosystems for years, even decades. Scavengers arrive first, then strange deep-sea organisms, then entire communities built around decay. In the darkness below, a single fallen giant can become the foundation of an entire hidden civilization. The biggest secret may be what we haven't found. This is what makes the Gulf different. It's not just the treasure fleets we know about, or the predators we've documented, or the storms we've survived. It's the unanswered questions, the missing wrecks, the hidden ecosystems, the drowned histories, the dark places nobody has reached. Because after centuries of exploration, the Gulf still keeps secrets, and that may be the most fascinating mystery of all. So what is the Gulf really? A graveyard of empires, a factory for storms, a hidden labyrinth, a drowned prehistoric world, a place where glowing waters, lost treasure, ancient civilizations, and alien ecosystems exist side by side. From underwater lakes to ghost forests, from predator highways to forgotten wrecks, the Gulf refuses to behave like an ordinary body of water. And maybe that's why it continues to fascinate us. Not because we've solved its mysteries, but because we haven't. Because somewhere beneath that surface, there are still stories nobody has read, places nobody has seen, and secrets nobody has uncovered. So now I want to ask you, which mystery surprised you most? And what do you think is still hiding down there? If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, subscribe and stay curious, because some places reveal their secrets and others keep calling us back into the dark.